We're gonna go to the movies here.
Murphy. I see Frosted Cheerios. I want to talk about that.
We'll get there. Shh.
Can we skip that year?
What year?
That one.
This one?
Yeah,
It's
so
not
bad.
the greatest,
I mean,
but
the first one's okay. All
So,
right, we'll do it.
2011. Dude, I will be completely honest. When I was going through these movies, I was like, man, like, there's not as many like bangers in here. So we have 0 honorable mentions in here. We have Hall Pass. That was Owen Wilson
Yep.
and I forget his name.
That movie got me slapped.
I only the one of the biggest things I remember from that is when he's talking about his wife and he's saying about the fake chow.
That was the year after I got married. It came out. We saw it and it was like, so when can I get a hall pass? Bam!
The worst thing you could have said. The music never stopped. It would surprise me if you saw this movie.
Nope.
So it's a movie about a dad and his son. His son
Hard pass.
lost.
I want to get to the next year.
Just-
Hard pass.
So his son lost the ability to create new memories.
Okay.
So he can only like remember from like the last memory he has to his past. So
it's a ripoff of 50 First Dates.
So they go and visit him. He's in like a special needs ish like home
That's
kind of thing.
That's probably not the best way to phrase
It's
that.
it's the only thing that I can think of like that describes like because he's not like in a hospital. He's not in like a nursing home. It's just like a place where he can basically live in like a routine. So they go and they have this routine with him.
He's in a tailored facility for his condition.
Sure, yeah. And his dad, I guess, like the kid might be like dying or something, if I'm remembering correctly, or maybe it's the dad that's starting to like he's like getting sick or something. But one of his big things is to take his son to see the Grateful Dead. And he gets tickets to go see, and they go see the Grateful Dead, and they're like front row, and they're singing all these songs, and he actually remembers it. It's a very touching movie. It's really, really good if you haven't seen it.
I mean, they could have picked a better band for it, but
It's really, really good.
cool.
We
Nice.
have Red State, which is like the Kevin Smith movie that was like culty. That was pretty good. And Warrior with Tom Hardy. Wait. Yeah, Tom Hardy's in this movie. It's brothers who
Yeah, I remember it now.
haven't seen each other in a while, and they end up fighting each other in like a mixed martial arts, whatever.
God, that man is perfect.
Who, Tom Hardy? Yeah, it's unfair. But really good movie. Out of these 4, I would pick Warrior just because I've watched that movie a ton. But The Music Never Stopped is very close just because like I watched that movie one time and I was like, this is really touching. Like it's really, really sad.
Hall pass. Because that is an absolute asshole concept that probably got a lot more than just me hit.
So 2012, we've got This Is 40, which is a hilarious movie. Paul Rudd and I forget her name, but she's hilarious. They're just getting older, clearly, and they go on the trying to be younger type of thing, yada yada. Hilarious.
We're
movie.
not talking about 40.
Ted.
Yes.
I mean, dude, this
Mark Wahlberg.
this was a movie that stuck.
Mila Kunis.
Yes, that stuck around. Damn it, Jackie!
I farted and wafted it that way. How long do you think before it hits them?
That dude, when that came out, dude,
Damn it, I'm here on business.
it was so big.
Was that the one where they went down to the comedy club? The
Yeah,
improv comedy? It was like,
that was either the first one or the second one.
hey, you want to go down to the improv comedy and yell sad things?
yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, that
You people are monsters.
End of Watch, Jake Gyllenhaal and what's his name?
That was pretty
Mark
good, but it
Ruffalo.
wasn't great.
That movie had me like at the edge of my seat. Even if I rewatch it, like it gets me going. Like not that way.
Well,
Not
I mean,
that
you
way.
said Jake Gyllenhaal, so.
Well, yeah, but that like
Have you watched Donnie Darko yet?
no.
Piece of shit.
Like that gets my heart pumping. Even though I know what's happening, like it's definitely a movie that will like make your heart rate go up. And then The Amazing Spider-Man, which Andrew Garfield was a fantastic Spider-Man, and Emma Stone played a very, very good Gwen Stacy.
I like Emma Stone.
I loved these movies. I thought they were like, this is like, I watched the Tobey Maguires, but I was like, this is kind of corny. But these were the ones that where I was like, this is it right here.
Well, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man would have been way better if it wasn't Tobey Maguire.
No, I agree. I agree. Out of these four, oh man,
Ted. There's nothing better than a talking teddy bear.
I think I might have to go Amazing Spider-Man because like this has kind of become like a comfort movie for me in a way, like where I need to fall asleep. Like I'll put that movie on. Like, like
yeah,
if
so
I'm
it's the best one of the
since
year.
I need a TV to fall asleep. So
Fuck
like,
you, Thunder.
2013, we have 2 honorable mentions, and it kills me that they're honorable mentions, but the top 4 are just, you can't touch them.
Yo, if that bottom one is an honorable mention,
That is
no, there is no way in hell. That is the funniest movie to come out of that man in ever.
It's an
Dude,
honorable mention.
No, that's almost better than Titanic.
It's an honorable
No,
mention.
the midgets, no, and the Ferrari and the freaking boat and the FBI agents, all that shit, and it's a fucking honorable. No, fuck this. This shit is fucking rigged. I'm out. Damn.
So we've got We're the Millers, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, that one was great. That was with
Jennifer Aniston, and I always forget that guy's name. That was the no regrets. Not even one. But that's not what people.
Yes, I do know what you're saying. Thank you for continually checking in with me on that.
That's not why people remember this movie. They remember this movie clearly for the scene of Jennifer Aniston doing the little dance. Excuse me?
Let me get back on the mic. I'm back. That was a good scene. I think the best part of this movie is Emma Roberts.
Who?
Emma Roberts.
Who?
You know who. It's Julia Roberts' niece.
Who?
Whatever.
Then the other honorable mention, and like I said, this kills me to put it there, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Dude, you said it. Now you made it an honorable mention. Now it's official. You can't put it in the top 4. I'm going to lose my damn mind. This is the funniest freaking movie I have ever seen. It is so drastically inappropriate. I feel bad. I feel like a bad person for laughing at it. It is so wrong. But it's stacked. Jonah Hill, Leo, Margot Robbie, Matthew McConaughey.
It is a stacked cast. And it's a fantastic movie. But these These top four
Don't
are
talk about-
just so good.
How often? 4, 5 times a week? Those are rookie numbers in this racket. I myself, I do it twice a day. Once in the morning after our workout.
Are you done?
No, dude, this movie is so damn funny. I literally do feel like a bad person for finding it funny. And Venice. Who's Venice? Venice. Oh no, there was some work in Venice that we were dealing with.
So the top four: A Haunted House. I quote this movie so much, and it's one of the funniest like spoof movies ever.
It's pretty good.
I love in the beginning when his dog dies and he's just like over the top freaking out. He buries himself. And then you see him sit up and he's got all the dirt over him. He's just crying, like gripping it. And then when they have the ghost in the house for the first time and he packs up all of his stuff and he's like, deuces.
Deuces.
And then when
It's not even on camera.
when his cousin comes in and I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Damn. That shit is whack.
It's so funny. Prisoners.
How the hell did this make it and Wolf didn't?
Dude,
This is bullshit. I call a recount.
excuse me?
Hi, I'm Al Gore.
Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal. This movie, like, I was glued to the TV watching this movie.
When was the last time you watched
Actually,
The
I
Wolf of
think
Wall
we
Street?
saw this in theaters.
You haven't seen The Wolf of Wall Street, have you?
Yes.
Your wife wouldn't let you watch it.
Multiple times. Dude,
She's perfect.
this movie had me just like locked in. It was so good. It's the Hugh Jackman's daughter goes missing. They're trying to find her. They can't find her. Jake Gyllenhaal's the detective trying to find her, and they find this, like, they have all these suspects. None of them are solid. Hugh Jackman, being a parent, captures who he thinks is the person that took his daughter. Turns out it was the person under their nose the whole time. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, it's so good. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's fantastic.
Or don't, because you just told them exactly what happens.
I didn't tell them the twist. Lone Survivor.
Again,
This movie is stacked.
this is literally just a baseball bat to my face.
Mark Wahlberg. The dude, I can't remember his name. He was in Alpha Dog. We talked about him because he's in The Girl Next Door. There's this other dude. I don't remember his name. He's like a blonde-haired dude. He's a really good actor.
Real descriptive.
He's also in Alpha Dog. Funny enough. Classic war movie based on a true story.
Hey, let's talk about
so
that for
so
a second.
good.
You walk into a party with your girlfriend, right? And there's some dude standing there taking care of himself. What do you say?
Okay. Very, very good movie. And Out of the Furnace. Have you ever seen Out of the Furnace, Andy?
No.
Christian Bale and I believe it's Casey Affleck. They're brothers. One just got out of jail, wants to work at the mill like his dad. The other one was in the military, saw some shit, gets into with the wrong crowd, and there's a huge conflict. Dude, it's such a good movie. I love this. Christian Bale in this movie is absolutely fantastic. Out of the four, I think I'm choosing Lone Survivor.
Hello. Hello. I am the Andy of the night. And in the name of the greatness of the Wolf of Wall Street, I will not choose a good movie from the year 2013. Consider this my public protest. Thank you. Have a good night. Yeah, fuck.
2014. We've got 2 honorable mentions. Mr. I've got to text people.
I'm not texting anybody. I'm trying to see if this is the one that I think it is.
What? One of the movies?
Yeah.
Nightcrawler?
Oh. Oh,
Well,
shit. Open
that's-
YouTube.
Nightcrawler's the first honorable mention. Another Jake Gyllenhaal movie. He plays, I don't know what they're called, but they're the dudes that are out there with like the cameras, and they're trying to capture like all the juicy details of like, you know, like police going into a building or a car crash or what have you. Really crazy movie. Really crazy. I've only seen it once, but I remember it vividly. Just being absolutely nuts to watch. Then As Above, So Below, a horror movie. Really, really good movie. This one actually was like a horror movie that made me uncomfortable at points. It's based on like the catacombs in France. I believe it's in France.
I think so. This is actually the one I was just looking up to make sure it was what I thought it was.
Oh.
I'm cool with it being a like honorable mention because there's some other really good ones in the selections. But yeah, I think it's the French catacombs that they're in. And I really love the way they named it As Above, So Below, because that's that throws back many, many, many centuries.
Yeah. And it's like
and it's terrifying.
Yeah,
like,
it's a really good movie.
Like,
and
it's next to impossible to get me to be unsettled, and that that one did.
This is like, it has touches of like analog horror in it, like where it's like the noises and like distorted types of stuff there.
The only other movie that I know of that really got me going this bad was and it's not even in a horror sense. Like, I wasn't scared of the other one, but the emotional reaction was 7 Pounds.
Is that the Will Smith movie?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dude, he basically plans to call it and then finds all the people that he wants to give life to. It's fucking touching.
Okay, that was...
It's like
I was thinking of a completely different
literally
movie.
creates a will for his organs and then...
Okay, now...
Commit suicide by jellyfish.
I remember that now.
How beautiful is that?
So the top 4, we have A Million Ways to Die in the West. Please tell me you've seen this.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane, absolute comedy genius. This movie is very self-aware, and it's kind of like... it's comedy in the sense of like it throws back to Blazing Saddles, which people would lose their minds if they watched that today. But this movie is just very self-aware and makes fun of itself and makes fun of the time period. The way that it does it is just fantastic.
It's the only Western that's actually better than Brokeback Mountain.
And that's your favorite movie. Gone Girl.
I love it.
Gone Girl. We actually saw this on our honeymoon. I believe we saw it twice because it rained both days we were in Cape May. Ben Affleck, really good, like, I guess it would be like a thriller mystery kind of thing where it's the guy's wife trying to frame him because their relationship went south. Very, very good. Interstellar. What an absolute mind-blowing movie that will get you going in every emotion imaginable.
That was, yeah.
Dude, when he gets the message from his daughter and he's watching the message and how like grown she is now from when he left, that was like, whoa. And then when he gets into like I guess it's the alternate like dimension where he can like see through the bookcase. That was wild. And then I think it's when he comes back, he basically sees his daughter as an old woman who's like basically on her deathbed with her kids and all that.
Yep.
Dude. Whew, that was rough.
I couldn't do that.
The lengths that this
Count me
movie went to, and the way that like they made this movie it's just insane to me. It's absolutely insane to me.
It's extremely far-fetched, but it grabs reality tightly.
The concept of this movie, like to think to make the movie this way, and to put those kinds of perspectives in it, is crazy. Like when they were on that thing trying to get like a sample or something, every minute that they were there was like X amount of years on Earth or something like that. The panic that I would have is just like, are you kidding me? Let's wrap this up. Like,
yeah, the way that it kind of played on the acceleration of time, and not the sense that time passed faster on that planet, but they aged much faster.
Back home.
Well, yeah. So basically, like if you were on that planet for a minute, you were aging in years.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like Earth would be considered, because like the concept of time, the concept of a year on Earth, an Earth year literally is just that. It's only an Earth year. If you were to go to Mars, a year is a different measurement.
Yeah.
Like it's a Martian year is longer than an Earth year. So the question is like, oh, well, if we have colonies in both places, which year do we use?
It's definitely a crazy movie. If for some reason you haven't seen it, go watch it.
So if you're on Jupiter, which year do you use? Do you use Earth
Then
year?
we have American Sniper. Definitely one of Bradley Cooper's best movies.
Might be his best.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
I don't know. What was that Lady Gaga movie?
A Star Is Born. He was really good in that
He
too.
was amazing. That song gets me going.
Which one? The one that they played on the radio?
Shallows?
Yeah.
Shallow, shallow.
Yeah, dude. This was so good. So good. Out of these four, I think I'm choosing American Sniper.
My vote is for Interstellar.
It was a close one for me, but I've watched American Sniper a lot more than Interstellar. Then 2015, we have no honorable mentions, and I'm going to be honest,
I hate all these
2015 was a pretty... I struggled to find good ones. So we have Everest, which is based off of true stories of people trying to climb Everest.
Probably not the best idea.
Probably not. It's a pretty good movie. It's not a movie I would rewatch a bunch of times, but it was the only one that I could put on here that made sense.
2015 needs to be that year where it's like, hey, we can't field anything. 2015, the year that we did not have the Olympics.
Knock Knock, which had Keanu Reeves in it, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, it's a story of a true event that happened to him. Obviously not to the extent, but someone like broke into his house or something like that, and
it's Keanu Reeves.
I can't remember. This movie kind of made me a little uncomfortable.
Is that why you bought your doorbell?
No. This was the first time you get to see what's her face, who is very, very popular now, Anna de Armas. I think her name is. You will.
Doubtful.
Bro.
Once I show you what I'm going to show you after this.
Oh, really? We have
It ain't like that.
Southpaw, Jake Gyllenhaal, yet again. Does he make an appearance on every year here? Okay, he's not.
Southpaw was decent.
He's there. He's there.
Jake Gyllenhaal's best
He's
movie was
there,
Donnie Darko.
and he's there. Southpaw, fantastic movie. This is a really, really, really good movie. And then we have Room, which again is a really good movie. It's about a mom and her daughter. I don't remember if it's a daughter or a son. Are basically like locked in like a shed, and that's all that they know, or all that the kid knows. And then they finally get out. It's been a while since I've watched it, but really, really solid movie. And again, I was struggling to find movies that were good in 2015. I'd choose Southpaw. That's what I would choose.
This is Andy again, and I'm refusing to select a movie for the 2015 time frame because I believe they were all dog shit. Thank you and have a good night.
You have to choose one. I'm not letting you go on this one.
Office Space.
No. Pick one.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Pick one.
Which one you want me to pick? I don't know.
Pick one. Just pick one. There's 4 of them. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe if you have to.
Everest.
Okay. I feel like the next round
Do
is
not
going
peer
to
pressure me again.
The next one's going to be rough. I feel like it's going to be
It'll be gravy.
poop soup.
It'll be gravy, baby.